Yeah. I don't have a lot of perspectives about like what everyone else should be doing. I think that's also like a life stance, right? Everyone's doing their best with their company and their complexity. And so I'm more comfortable speaking to like how do I see it versus a general statement about what HR should or shouldn't do. People are having fun with those decks. I mean, we don't want to take those complicated presentation slides away. I'm just kidding. But without with staying in our lane, I do think we have a different playbook here at Strava. Our like my role, the way that our team functions within the company, I can say this with confidence because I actually had this conversation with my boss, our CEO, yesterday, where it is understood that literally our company would not function or be remotely the place that it is without our people team. Like full stop. So there's like a positioning that we have here within Strava of being the infrastructure, the energy, the heart, the like that brings it all together. And so the best thing about like for me, the best thing about that is what a relief to work at a place where like no one questions like what are we here to do. Goes back to the Jeff Ryan model. You do you, bring the value, we'll call it the people function and move on. But like our people team starts with people, and everyone on the people team cares deeply about people, is here for relationships, is here to listen, is here to understand and support people. Like don't assemble a people team with people who don't like people. Like that's kind of number one. And we haven't done that. We have really like wonderful people, and I could share for 30 minutes about any one of them and how much they've changed the company and how much their bright light is like benefiting our results at Strava. So I really believe in like gardening for humans with really bright caring light as a starting point. We've built the team that way. I think it shows up in just so many ways, but I what this is making me think about is a lot of times people are like oh work is work, and this might have been my former self, right? I go to work and then I'm a different person, but like work has a lot of meaning for people, a lot of meaning. We talked about this I think in the prep call, Daniel, but it blows me away anytime I ask someone like what do you love about your company, or just take a look at Glassdoor, right? Anytime you look at it, pros, the people. Every person will be like, oh my God, I worked with such amazing people at GoPro, or I already did that. The people, the people, the people. The hot take is people are amazing, and workplaces are places where people get to work and find people they wouldn't have otherwise met. And the conditions of being in a workplace, right? That you uniquely know what the challenges were, what you were striving for. That feeling of being on a team with people is powerful and lasting. And the relationships that are forged in workplaces really mean something to people. And I think that's where our people team like starts and ends with that appreciation for what it can mean. It's a big deal. Like we always talk about, you're spending more than half your life with these people, but on like a really deep and almost like spiritual level, people are forming connections in some cases they'll have for the rest of their life. If I ever forget this, I think about a time last year we said goodbye to two of our really long-term employees. They both were moving on to other things, and we did essentially like an all hands takeover where we just celebrated them with our all of our global employees on the line, some of whom have never met these two people, but they were, if ever you wonder, like, does work mean anything to people? Like, it changed those people's lives. The experience of being here for 10 plus years, the work they did, the impact they had, the relationships, like, nobody on that call was not in tears because it's so meaningful to like be part of people's lives as they evolve. And they evolve a lot in workplaces, like the things that we navigate. There's so many times I think, wow, in many ways, like my very close friends are people around me, and we're not going to the movies together or taking a trip to Tahiti. They're close because they're in my daily life and they know what is hard about it. And they're the people that I can go and sit down on the couch, like collapse into a ball of goo and just say like, it's a lot. And they're like, they know. It's a really special thing. So I ground our team. We have the precious place of like, holding and cultivating that space. This is a place that values and sees that people are the heart of any company's success. the collective of what we can create, the impact. No company ever delivered revenue or impact with no person. Like, it just doesn't exist. So we're here to like fuel that, to see people, to develop people, to be honest with people, to do hard things, but to do them with compassion. Those are like we have tons of programs we could talk about. What do I think we're doing that's neat? But the thing I'm proud of is like, we make people when we do our best work feel seen, valued. And that can be in an individual meeting. It can be in the way we communicated something at an all hands. So many ways, but that's more important to me than like what benchmarking tool we use or some of the infrastructure that needs to work. Undoubtedly, it doesn't make the difference, and it doesn't create a culture of meaning.